Tell me if I'm wrong, but every way to hurt someone can be categorized into one of three categories: physically, monetarily, or mentally. Physically is pretty obvious. That's like stabbing someone or punching someone. Something that hurts them as a person, where they would need to get a new body in the worst case scenario. Monetarily hurting someone is like anything that involves money. So if you make the other person have to spend money because you did something to them, then that's a monetary hurt. Breaking their phone or smashing into their car or, you know, burning their couch. Those are monetary problems because you need money to fix the issue. And then mentally hurting someone, that's the hardest to describe, but that's something like gaslighting or bullying, something that hurts their feelings. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but the words will eventually hurt. And yeah, I don't think that's a very good saying in the original form. To be a good person, what you have to do is continue to do the test as much as you can in any situation. Say to yourself, is my action going to hurt people? If the answer is no, it won't hurt them in one of those three ways, then do not be scared and actually attempt your action. But if your action will hurt people, don't do it. Sometimes in action, you can't 100% predict the outcome, but as long as you're trying to be a good person, you should be allowed to at least attempt your action. Go up to your professor and ask him for an extension on an assignment. You're not hurting him by asking, and you're just scared because the human body makes you scared sometimes. So you should try to do it. Even a person who's not shy could benefit from doing the test. We also have the other problem where people don't do the test on themselves. Were you hurt physically, mentally, or monetarily by someone else's action? If the answer is no, then why are you yelling at them? Say, for example, you are a guy and you have a girlfriend and you go into her bedroom for some reason and you see she has a teddy bear. So you go into the living room and start making fun of her for it. Why? The teddy bear didn't hurt you. And so now you're just hurting them mentally when there was absolutely no reason to do that beforehand because you weren't hurt. So if someone's interacting with you, you should do the test on yourself and see if you're being hurt. And then if the answer does come out yes, you need to do a second test of why are you being hurt? Is the other person trying to hurt you? If the other person is not trying to hurt you and they're just screwing up, then they shouldn't be punished, at least not nearly as hard. For example, say you have a cashier who keeps giving out the wrong amount of change, but you can tell that the cashier really wants to be a good person and would definitely love to be able to give out the right amount of change. Well, maybe being a cashier isn't for them, but since you know that they're trying to be a good person, that would still make them a good employee. So you should move them to a different area of the store where they can actually do their task properly. It may not always be possible to move someone to a different area because you might not have a position open, but whatever you do, try to hurt them as least as possible if they are trying to be a good person and they just so happen to screw up. Lastly, remember that people are sometimes afraid to do something. So if you do see someone acting afraid of whatever's going on, then you should try to remove the fear from them, because that would help them to interact properly. You never know, that scared person might end up becoming one of your best friends just because you gave them a chance to try and work through their fear.